Hello, I'm Loda Smits for the Finance News Network, and joining me from the Pengana Australian Equities Fund is its Senior Portfolio Manager, Rhett Kessler. Rhett, welcome back to FNN.
Thank you, really nice to be here.
Now, we have spoken before, but for those who have not heard of your fund, could you outline your investment philosophy and strategy and how you choose stocks that deliver capital preservation and a reasonable return?
So the first thing I do every day with my team when we come in is we take a blank sheet of paper and we say, are there any good deals we can apply cash to today? And the metrics we use for that are essentially, we're looking for gifts that keep on giving. So companies that can generate cash year after year in a growing way that can feed us.
And how has your fund performed over the last 3 months and 12 months, and which stocks supported this performance?
The fund's been fairly consistent over the last year. So we've done about 2.5% in the last 3 months, and we've done about 7.5% over the last 12 months. The stocks that have helped us have been things like Duet, one of our biggest holdings, ResMed, Telstra, all your boring, safe toothpaste and toilet paper type companies.
So, Rhett, which stocks detracted from your performance, and how have you adjusted your portfolio since?
The areas that have been more problematic have been 2 stocks. Mermaid Marine has been a problem for us, and we think we've ripped that apart, we've had a good look at it, and we think we understand what we got wrong, and we did get something wrong, and we've taken steps to fix that. Secondly was Seven West Media. It's a media company generating great cash flows, but old media's out, new media's in, and the share price has been affected, but not the earnings. And we think that one will come back nicely.
Now, consumer sentiment took a hit as the federal government released its tough budget. What impact did you observe it had on the market, and how has the fund responded as a result of the budget's policies?
Unfortunately, the budget hit consumer sentiment really hard, and wallets were left in people's pockets. As a result, now, during June, 1 month later than normal, as company management and boards are looking at management accounts for the end of May, they're realizing that they're not going to hit their guidance numbers. And so we've seen a raft, and I think we'll see more, of companies downgrading their earnings. I think it's a short-term thing. So because we knew it was coming, and we could predict, we could see it, we've steered clear of those areas, and we're now looking through the carnage to see if there's anything that's overreacted that now represents value over the medium term.
Rhett, as an Australian equities manager, where do you look for value when stocks get expensive? And currently, how much of the fund is fully invested?
So currently 25% of the portfolio is in cash, which is quite high for us. And that's an outcome from them being a lot of expensive companies out there. We think valuations are fairly full. There's always pockets of value, and hence we've got 75% invested. So there's a combination. Firstly, there's still some very high quality companies that we've always liked that we think represent good value. So still ResMed, Duet's still good, Seven West Media as we've spoken about. But then you also get companies which are probably in the short term will do it a bit tough, as we've mentioned, because of the short term consumer sentiment, but have been sold off to a position where we think we can make good money out of them. And those are some of your discretionary retailers like Supercheap and even RCG Group.
And what are some of your top stock holdings at the moment, and why do you like them?
2 companies we like. Firstly, ResMed. As many people know, this is a sleep apnea medical device business with a globally dominant position across many economies, and we like that diversification. It's also economically insensitive, and it's not exposed to the Aussie dollar so much in terms of if the Aussie dollar goes down, we're going to make a lot of money out of holding ResMed. Secondly, Tats Group. This is really interesting. Its main business, 70 cents in every dollar that you put into Tats, is the national lottery business. Now, while the consumer's doing it tough and we expect them not to have a great year, for a lottery business, not a great year means instead of being up 3%, it might only be up 1%. And every year it just ticks over nice cash business at quite a nice price. And so, as you can see, we're buying gifts that keep on giving.
Rhett Kessler, thank you for the update from Pengana Australian Equities Fund.
Well, thank you. Nice to be here.